Hey everybody, are you ready to go over the history of the plant-based movement in the United States and how it all started with the graham crackers? That's right. So it's quite shocking for those of you who don't know the history, so I think it's cool to go over it real quick. It all started with a very religious man. His name was Sylvester Graham, and he was a Northeastern evangelical minister during the Temperance Movements of the 1830s. Temperance Movements was a bunch of movements basically aimed at restricting alcohol, abstaining from alcohol, but also there were similar movements about abstaining from all kinds of carnal urges or desires. So Sylvester Graham, his main focus was on suppressing carnal desires or masturbation or sex. And he was inspired by his religious ardor to save mankind. And so he encouraged people to take control of their health by repressing their carnal urges. He gave popular speeches admonishing masturbation, stating that it inflames the brain more than natural arousal. And he thought and preached that sex more than once a month was pathological. And he is considered to be one of the fathers of the early American vegetarian movement, along with the Seventh-day Adventist Church and their preachings of the plant-based movement. It all came from religion, from this idea that sex was unhealthy for you and masturbation is a sin. And so the more you engage in those, the further away you get from God, or that. So he recommended a bland diet of whole grains, fruits and vegetables, and only 2 meals per day. And he believed that eating meat was going to increase your urges. And so he discouraged meat consumption and encouraged plants consumption. And another person, surprisingly, that was affected and inspired by Graham was Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, none other than Kellogg's. He was a Graham disciple, and he personally also was super religious. He belonged to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and he abstained from sex throughout his 40-year marriage. And he actually ended up adopting a bunch of children because he would not have sex with his wife. And so he was so inspired by the Graham movement, and that led him to create granola, which was inspired by the Graham diet. It was supposed to be this bland plant-based food that's supposed to suppress your urges. And it's true. I mean, those foods do suppress your urges, right? Because they don't have any cholesterol or fats in them. And so if you don't have cholesterol in the diet coming in, you're going to struggle to create enough hormones. So you're not going to have optimal hormone function. So when you squash your hormones, you don't have any libido. And they thought that that was good. Obviously, now we know that that's not good, because libido is one of the best markers of health. So Kellogg also believed that masturbation caused all sorts of ailments, and that was why he would burn girls' clitorises with carbolic acid, and he would sew shut boys' foreskin with silver wire. That's right, in order to prevent them from masturbating. And if that didn't work, then the boys were to be circumcised without anesthesia. That's right. So in a nutshell, cereal, granola, and graham crackers were originally meant to be anti-masturbation foods, and it all came from dogma ideology and very strong religious beliefs that demonized sex, which is the only reason we are alive and breathing right now. So yeah, connect with me. That's my Instagram at dr.sarah.zaldivar. I share what I eat, what I work out, bunch of stuff like that. And this is my website, drsarahzaldivar.com, where you can check out my coaching packages, and all of those are on my website. The link to my website and my social media, everything is linked always in the description box below of all of my videos. And these are some of the references. There are tons of references that you can look up with regards to the origins of, the cereal, the Kellogg's, and the graham crackers, and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell icon so YouTube alerts you every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.